If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please remember to hit that like button. Of course, subscribe for more FIFA 21 and eventually FIFA 22 content. If you want to get some coins to see you through Path to Glory, head on over to u7buystore.com. New link down below, brand new website, but same old code. TVM gets you 5% off at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new FIFA 22 gameplay trailer. We are counting down. I will play the audio, even though I'm probably going to get copyright strike, but who cares, right? It is on mute right now because this music, when it warms up, is really annoying. Hopefully I've got the balance of the audio right, and here we go. I'll pause it periodically as and when I need to if they start speaking, or whether it's just like a 20-second trailer. I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway. So we've got that, you know, brand new every year, brand new gameplay.
Inside FIFA 22 gameplay. HYPERMOTION is the...
And that's the thing, HYPERMOTION technology. So every single year with this brand new trailer, we get the brand new promise, if you will. So what was it, like the collision system they brought in a few years ago? There was, well, there's always something every year that, you know, that makes it the best FIFA ever. And don't get me wrong, every single FIFA that they bring out is better than the last in terms of not revolutionary technology, but there's more aspects to it, you know. Like if you go back years and years and years ago, you couldn't really move in a 360-degree motion, and the more it comes on, they just add more constantly. Whether you prefer the game or not is irrelevant. The game is technically better because of the amount of stuff that they add into it. And I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to add to how the game is played and all the rest of it. But one thing to note, this is only on next-gen consoles. So if you own a PS5 or what is the Xbox called? Xbox Series X or S, then you will get the HYPERMOTION technology. If you're on PC, for some strange reason, and the older consoles, PS4, Xbox One, etc., you will not have HYPERMOTION technology, apparently.
Biggest addition to gameplay in FIFA 22. Powered by real football, HYPERMOTION technology is a next-generation exclusive that revolutionizes football gameplay in every match of every mode.
Now that's very small clip. I've seen, maybe not like maybe not like a full game, but I've seen snippets, and it does look a lot more. That looks the same. Like if you told me that was FIFA 21, I'd believe you. Right? There's nothing there that, to me, that suggests that that's a new FIFA. Right? I can't really see anything. The Premier League package is the same. The players look pretty much the same. But the gameplay itself, when playing, when passing, they look far more natural in the way that the ball is played. The game does look a little bit slower, but that there, of course, you can't really tell.
Combining advanced 11v11 match capture and machine learning for the first time ever, HYPERMOTION delivers a host of new features that elevate the FIFA 22 gameplay experience. Advanced 11v11 match capture unlocks full team authentic motion, the biggest animation refresh in FIFA history.
Now that is a bold statement. That is basically saying we have worked this from the ground up. Now if you really think about it, because they've got access to next gen and it's built essentially for next gen, you would assume that this has to be not necessarily the best FIFA ever, but it has to have the most features, not just in terms of the menus and Ultimate Team and all the rest of it, but in terms of gameplay, it has to have had a massive revamp. And bear in mind, they've had a long time to work on this as well. Maybe they've had some skeleton crews here or there because of COVID and things, but in general, they've had a long time to work on it, and it should be the best FIFA we've ever played. And to say that it's had the most changes in history, or upgrades, or whatever the terminology they're using, it's, like I said, it's a bold statement.
For years, we've captured individual player movement, but for the first time, we've used XN suits for simultaneous motion capture of 22 professional footballers playing at high intensity.
I tell you what, and I know I keep stopping it, but that makes a lot of sense, actually. So when I said to you, because I didn't know that, but when I said to you when we had a look at a little bit of the gameplay, it looks a lot more natural, I think that might very well be why. Because they've used suits to capture 11v11 playing a game, rather than saying, hey, Ronaldo, come into the studio, wear this suit for 20 minutes and just kick a ball, and then we'll try and fill in the gaps. It's kind of like Jurassic Park when they fill in the gaps with frog DNA. I don't know where that came from. I watched Jurassic Park yesterday. That's where it came from. I know exactly what I was talking about. But that would make an awful lot of sense. That's why the passes look a lot better. They look real almost when you see the gameplay. Hopefully it actually show us some gameplay here.
The data from every touch, tackle, and sprint inspires over 4,000 new animations,
Wow.
raising the responsiveness, physicality, and intensity of players and teams as they move around the pitch. FIFA 22 gameplay is made even more real by machine learning, translating 8.7 million frames of match capture data into responsive animation.
Whoa,
Our
used
ML
to
Flow
seeing that
algorithm
screen.
lets you adjust your stride in real time like the pros do, with first touch precision as you approach the ball.
Right, so does that mean that you'll be sprinting onto the end of the ball and then you'll have to press a button? Like, you'd have to gauge where your stride is, press a button to slow down, to take an extra step or whatever, or maybe it's how far you've pushed the analog stick in or something of that nature. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that's basically what it sounded like.
Tactical AI makes all 22 players smarter on the pitch. With up to...
That looked absolutely horrific. Was that just me, or did that look like this finish looks terrible?
Smarter on the pitch. With up to...
Like the finish itself is decent. It's just the animation. It looks very Pez-like. Can't read too much into it till we actually see the game proper.
Tactical
but
AI makes all 22 players smarter on the pitch.
I don't know.
With
I'm
up
not a
to
massive
6
fan of the way that
times
look.
more decisions made per second, attackers are now quicker to react and smarter with their runs. While a defensive rewrite allows teams to act as a unit and keep their shape off the ball. Enhanced two-player animations intensify the fight for the ball in the air. Feel the physicality as defenders and attackers push, pull, and jostle with more responsiveness and cleaner outcomes.
The one thing I actually hope for in FIFA 22 is a little bit of a mixed bag. You know, in FIFA 19, the only way to score after they nerfed time finesse shots was to cross the ball. It was pretty much the only way you could get the ball in the back of the net. FIFA 20 and 21 have been very similar, but it's basically the same. If you cross, you're not really going to score a goal. If you go for a time finesse from outside the area, you're not really going to score a goal. Corners, you can score them, but largely people play them short, or they've devised their own little routine because just dumping it into the box just isn't a viable way of scoring. I really hope that in FIFA 22, you can cross, and that's a viable way to score. You can shoot from distance, viable way to score, and play it into the box yourself, and so on and so forth. That is a
Control
decent
it like the
system.
world's best with longer two-touch animations. Take it down like Foden with heightened close control. And drive forward with more technique, agility, and strength.
I do like it. It's just
Informed by
adding
advanced
more
11v11
to
match
it.
capture, feel the rhythm of the match with new off-ball animations. See the emotion of top-level football as players talk, point, and direct each other just as you see on the pitch.
So that's good, but I think that's more of a career mode thing. I don't think in Ultimate Team I'd be looking at my players going, Mane's calling for the ball, for example. How awesome is that? In Ultimate Team I'm too busy calling the other guy very, very bad words. But in things like in career mode, for example, I think that would be a pretty cool thing to see. And some of the running animations I've seen already, they're completely different to what we have in the game now.
And FIFA 22 has even more fundamental advances.
I want everyone to write it down. What day? What's the date? It's 29th of July. I'm recording this about 4:10. Number 1, goalkeeper rewrite. Now, they've not actually said goalkeeper improvement. They've just said rewrite. Is that going to mean that it's going to be better? Or have they just rewritten them to make them just as bad, but in other ways? I really hope that means that they've tried to fix how bad goalkeepers are, because they've never been good in any FIFA.
A brand new goalkeeper system makes your number 1 more reliable between the posts,
Well, that's good to know.
with more composed shot stopping. And
Oh, see, now that, already, catch it. Why can't he catch that? I used to be a goalkeeper, I know what I'm talking about. He's dinked
shot
it.
stopping.
You don't need to
and
do
more
that, just catch
personality that
it.
replicates the different styles of world-class keepers. While real-world data brings true ball physics into the game to make it fly, spin, and bounce like the real thing.
Oh, I like it. That was nice.
And once the ball's at your feet, Explosive Sprint gives you more control over when to unleash your acceleration
So the
while
bridge,
dribbling and
basically.
in defense. Speaking of more control, New attacking tactics let you choose how your team plays in each half of the pitch, so you can create your unique brand of football. Feel the energy of your next big game with immersive atmospheres, dynamic lighting, and a new commentary team that bring the stadium to life every match day.
Well, the scene is set. A great playing service and a vibrant atmosphere.
That, for most people, is largely irrelevant because a lot of people will play Ultimate Team, but there are a substantial number of people who play Career Mode and who just play Kickoff or who like the commentary. If I play Career Mode, I do put the commentary on. I don't play it very often, but I am hoping, not to do a series on it, but I am hoping that Career Mode offers a lot more this year and makes me want to play it, because I do really like Career Mode in FIFA. I'd probably end up simming it more than I will play it, but it's like a simplified FM. I'm addicted to Football Manager right now, but you know, a simplified version in FIFA would be quite nice to play, and jumping into the game with a new commentary team would freshen it up a little bit. Now, at the bottom there, it does say exclusive to next gen, if you can just see that. So this is the big goal moments.
When you bury it in the back of the net, make bigger scenes with a stadium full of fans.
Now that is something that is in FIFA 21. They brought it in for next gen. All the running up to the camera, the fans are going mad, and all of the teams start running. Like if you've scored a late goal or whatever, it triggers that sort of animation. That I saw when I had my PS5. I need to get one back again because I sold it because I thought I'm never gonna. I played COD on it and I played a bit of FIFA, and I thought, you know what, this is a waste of money. I'll sell it while it's still worth something, thinking that they would come back in stock again and I would be able to get one later on. Anyway, that's for a different story. But yeah, it looks like all the animation and all that sort of, you know, next gen stuff isn't going to be on the older consoles.
After all, that's what the game is all about. FIFA 22, powered by football.
So not a massive amount of new information. In fact, there may very well not have been any new information there at all. Not sure what they've really disclosed it in total, because I've been drip-fed information here or there. But, I mean, it looks solid. The gameplay does look a little bit slow and clunky in places, but we've only really had snippets, so I'm obviously going to wait to reserve judgment until we see the full thing and we get like a full game and people start posting maybe beta content. I know they're not meant to, but, you know, it would be nice to be able to see those sort of things. But we're not too far away. I think someone said this morning we're 9 weeks away from the web app. So realistically, within the next week or two, we should start seeing full gameplay videos put out. Maybe within the next 2-3 weeks, possibly. But either way, I mean, it's solid as it is every year. There's nothing really negative to say about it. There's nothing amazing to say about it. If everything works the way they want it to work, then I'm sure we're going to get a good game. But, you know, we all know EA. It very rarely goes the way they and we expect it. But let me know what you think of the trailer and whether you've heard anything, I don't know, specific about FIFA, and whether I've not covered it in this video. Maybe they didn't put it in the trailer, but you've heard from other places that it's coming, whatever it may be. And if you have enjoyed this video and you want to see me cover more FIFA 22 stuff, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.